Have you ever had a light bulb idea and you think, that sounds like a really great idea? You build the idea, the business idea up in your head, and you have these fantasies about how you're going to run your business and you're going to open a shop, and all these people are going to be coming into your shop. You build it up in your head, but you don't know if it's a good idea or not. It sounds good in your head, but in actuality, it may not be. Hi, my name is Akamai, and welcome to Akamai Chats. Here on our channel, we help people to build and grow their business. So I am starting a video series, and it's called From Idea to Launch. And today we are talking about the idea portion of your potential business. So stick around. We have a lot of information for you, and we're hoping that this is going to help you get your idea off the ground. Hi, my name is Akamai, and welcome to Akamai Chats. I've spent 20 years helping people to build and grow their business. If you are ready to turn your dream into a reality, well, stick around all the way to the end. I'll share the number one mistake to avoid when validating your business idea. Step number one. Identify your target audience. This is very important. Whenever you are starting a business, you have to know who you're selling to. You have to know who's going to buy from you. You're going to have to know who is going to buy your courses or buy your things. You have to know who your people are. Think about how they will benefit from your idea. Think about their age, their needs, their habits. Are they a homeowner? Are they a renter? Are they in school? Think about their age. You got to think about your customers' buying habits. Who is going to benefit from your product or your service? What is their age? What are their buying habits? What is their lifestyle? You need to consider all of these things when validating your business idea. You can use some tools like Google Trends and do some polls on social media, and maybe you can do a focus group. Now, a focus group is not going to be your friends and family because, unfortunately, especially if there aren't a lot of entrepreneurs or business owners in your family, people tend to be a little negative, and they're like, oh, why you want to do that for? Why don't you just go get a different job? Why don't you get a part-time job? If you need extra income, how are you going to feed your family? How are you going to pay your mortgage? How are you going to pay your rent? So the people who you want to ask to validate your business idea, like taking a poll, it should not be people it should be like random strangers, because they're going to be the most honest with you. So I belong to the Chamber of Commerce. There's a couple of Chamber of Commerces here. There's the Las Vegas, and then there's the Henderson. You should look for the Chamber of Commerce in your area, join that, or maybe just visit, because our chamber, we have a lot of free events. So go to the website and see if they have any free events where you can go and you can just ask people, hey, what do you think about this idea? What do you think about this idea? During the pandemic, one of my associates, his son started a trash can cleaning business. I almost said rubbish can. We call them rubbish cans. He started a rubbish can cleaning business. And at first it was like, that's kind of clever, because you got to wash your rubbish can out, especially if you got leaky things in there and it gets stinky. In the summertime, it's more stinky than it is in the wintertime. So, he came to our networking group, and he was telling people about what he was doing. And most everybody was like, yeah, that's a great idea. I would do that. I would buy that. So you want to take a poll and just see from the general public what people think about your idea, especially if it's something like out of the box. So stick around. I've got more coming. I'm going to give you a simple way to validate your business idea that doesn't cost you a thing. Step number 2, research your competition. You always want to know what your competitors are doing. And, I'll speak a minute about competition. Sometimes people who are kind of afraid to get in and start a business, they're like, oh, somebody's already making that, or somebody already does that. There is room for everybody in the business marketplace. It doesn't matter if there is a ton of competition. You got to find the thing that you do, what makes you different and what makes you better. So you can use things like Google Trends. You can go onto social media and you can see what the competition is doing, what they post about, People like brag all the time about the things that they do. So it's easy to find information online to research your competition and find gaps in their business. Find gaps in the thing that differentiates them, what makes them so different, and then fill the gap, and then you'll have your point of differentiation. You know what I'm saying? So in researching your competition, you can use Google Trends. But what I would do first is I would go to your competitor websites, look at all of them, and then look at people who are not in your area, like in another state, with a similar, depending on what you do, if it's like an outdoor thing, like landscaping, whatever, you want to look at an environment that's similar to where you live so that you can get, a really good idea of the service that you want to provide. So go look at competitor websites and look at them across the nation, because everybody does something a little bit different. And then, but in your own area, look at their websites, look at their social media, because people love to brag about what they do. And everything is right there for the picking. So you can kind of get an idea of something, a need that they're not filling, a gap in services that they're not filling, or maybe like a consumer trend that they're not filling. So I would look at all of those things and then go to Google Trends, because you've got to put, if you've never used it before, you have to put like you can put comparisons. So you can put, two different things that are trending, and you can compare and see which one does best. Okay, so once you've identified your target audience, you've looked at the competition, and you've done some surveys or you've taken some polls, then you're ready for the next step, which is creating a simple business plan. So that's all I had for this video for today. Be looking out for the next one where we talk about your business plan. Thank you so much for watching all the way to the end. My name is Akamai, and this is Akamai Chats. We'll see you on the next one.